Hi, Stephen and Chris. Today we're at one of my favorite design studios, Green Tea Design. Green Tea specializes in Asian furniture and antiques. And when I'm looking for a really special piece for space I'm designing, I come here and I find some great unique pieces. Let's take a look. Check these out. These are awesome. These are antique Chinese apothecary chests. So these used to be used to store medicines and herbs. So consider if you bring this piece into your living room that you're actually also bringing in that awesome healing energy. Plus, they're bright red, which brings in that fire element, so it gives you that punch. So great piece to bring in if you want that positive healing energy. Here's a simple way to bring in that history into your space, and it's also smaller scale. These were Japanese mortars. So what they did is they took the pestle and they ground up rice to make rice flour. And now they have a second life as planters. And you don't want to paint these or ever hide the fact that they had that previous life. You want to embrace that. Another good thing is that it's the wood element, which represents growth and healing. And that's a great thing to bring into your space. This is the beautiful Kuan Yin. She is a goddess of mercy and compassion. And if you brought something like this into your home, you'd also be bringing in the energy that she embodies, which is altruistic love, unconditional love. These are all brilliant things that you would love to bring into your home. If you walk into a room or your space, the far right-hand corner is actually your relationship area. And that would be a great place to put her. Isn't she just gorgeous? These doors are a great way to divide a space and not have that heavy feeling, because energy can still flow through these nice little holes. So if you're looking to create an office like they have here, or you're in a bachelor, what a great way to either hinge them and make a little door like here, or you can even mount them on the floor to create a room divider. They're awesome. So this cat had the right idea. He literally walked up these steps to find this great little sleeping spot. This is the step chest, which is a signature piece for Green Tea Design. And why do I love it from a Feng Shui perspective? It's great. You can hide all that awful electronic equipment, TVs, all that stuff, put them in drawers. It's great. And what I'm going to do when I get back to the studio is I'm going to tell you why it's just so important to get rid of all this clutter, not only in your space, but in your life. I'll see you in the studio.
Everybody, please welcome Laura. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. Great pieces in that space.
Oh, you know what? I love that place so much. It's so much fun.
Love it.
And I think that's interesting. So you go to a lot of those stores and you see all these fantastic pieces, but you don't know what they mean. And you should really get to know what they mean.
Yeah,
right?
it's helpful. Dale, who owns Green Tea, was incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
And I could just walk around, and you're drawn to pieces, and you don't really know why. And that's kind of where the Feng Shui comes into it, because their energy, they do exude this energy, and they make you feel good. And there's usually reasons, because they had really interesting past lives.
Yeah, you can also go in there and they talk to the people that work there because they'll know what can help. Like if you say, okay, I have this corner and I want to recharge my love life or I want to recharge my finances, they'll point you in the direction to the pieces that will help you and probably tell you where to put them in your space to make it work for you.
What's important is when you go in, just find out a little bit about the pieces that you like. You know, like when I was showing the statue of Kuan Yin, like, you know, she's got a significance about her. So you really want to find places of honor and special places to put these objects.
Right. Do you have to be a little bit careful though? Do you have to be worried? Do you have to worry about the fact, okay, so you've got this piece and say it is for your love life and you put it in the finance corner and then all of a sudden your love life is just getting, your finances are getting all romantic. Like, you know.
Yeah, you know what?
What do you do then?
That's where I come in. But you know what? There's some basic rules. Okay. And you know what? We're actually going to talk about those.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but now we come back. You're going to talk about getting the corners in your house less stagnant.
Yes. So you don't need to know what they're for. Let's just assume they're important and clean them up.
Love it.
Corners.
All right, positive energy time. Well,
everybody, we are back with Lauren. She's going to show us how to clear out that cluttered corner to bring some positive energy into our home, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the corners do, like they get stagnant in there, right?
Yes.
We don't think about it. We leave it dark and we leave it messy. And
Well, and it's often sometimes they're forgotten, right? And Feng Shui, without getting into the technicalities, each corner and area of the home represents a different part of your life.
Right.
So let's just assume, again, that these corners are important.
Yeah.
So it could be your relationship corner, could be wealth and prosperity, could be knowledge area. So let's just go on the assumption that those need to clear out that blocked energy and that stuck energy.
So let's just start with that. Now this right here looks like a scene out of Hoarders, but that's just this particular corner.
Yeah.
But it could be a corner. It's like someone who reads a lot and has that corner of the room. So first we're going to talk about lots of books, right?
Yeah. So, and I'm not saying lots of books is bad. I mean, lots of books is fine. Really, okay, at this point, you might want to consider having another bookcase as well, or purging. And really, you haven't read some paperbacks, maybe you haven't read in 3 years, get rid of them, do a little audit. And make sure that the books are meaningful and that you still read them and, you know, they add value.
Looking at them, they have something that gives you pleasure in some way.
Exactly.
All right.
So the next thing, this is a dark corner, right?
Yeah, generally corners in the home can sometimes, again, be forgotten, be dark, and what that is stagnant energy. Dark, it doesn't move, the chi's not moving around in there.
Okay.
So you need to get that moving. And then, if you look,
We've got
we got some plants that maybe need, you know, a lot of people have this and they need to be treated, taken care of, and just, you know, either gotten rid of or
what are they bringing in? Is it just part of the
dead energy?
Dead energy.
Yeah.
Stagnant,
that doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
Imagine that in your love corner. Holy
Or the money corner. Right?
Yeah,
Exactly. The money corner. Come on.
Dead money. That doesn't sound good. No.
I want living money.
And then this whole area, it's a catch-all. It's uninspiring, right? And
exactly. And again, because we don't use these actively, it's not like whatever. So we just put our coats there, and maybe we read there. And some people, for some reason, are obsessed with keeping magazines and newspapers for very long times. I don't know why. Yeah.
I've got them from 1976.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe organize them, but this is,
Because I always think there's going to be an article that I'm going to want to read someday, and they're literally years old.
You never know.
So let's move to the area here that, in your eyes, is perfect Feng Shui.
Well, this looks so much better, right, guys?
This is lovely, guys.
Obviously, this is more conducive for enjoying yourself, reading over here. This looks so beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing basically is getting the paper out of there and the books organized.
Yeah, so we purged books and added books that were meaningful.
Okay.
All right?
So the next thing we're going to talk about is light. It's a dark corner.
Yes.
So what do we do? Christopher, you've got it there?
We do.
Simple as that. Have a light on.
There we go.
Yeah, so it can either be a table lamp or a floor lamp, but literally light is the fire element, so that's going to charge that corner and get the energy moving.
Now, the next thing I want to talk about, your very strict choice of greenery
mine,
here, right?
Okay, so we got rid of the dead things, and I actually brought in Jade Plants, which are, symbolic of prosperity and good fortune. So they're a nice bet.
Now, let me talk about the boxes here if we just can, because I think they're amazing. You have a great story with these.
And I picked these. Yeah, so let's imagine that I set this up and this was my knowledge area. And so what do I love? I love art, Feng Shui, Japanese design. These are antique artist boxes, paint boxes. And when I saw them, I'm like, oh my God, that's so perfect. So again, bringing in pieces that represent something meaningful to you. And they have that energy that they've had prior.
Some artist was using that for their brushes, and they're going to bring that energy to you, which is really cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is creating an inspiring space.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so areas of your home should all be sort of well taken care of, and it doesn't take much, right? So what do? We added a rug, which adds some dimension with the zigzag line, and we added this nice little fur throw, which is also the fire element. When you have fur and feathers and stuff, that brings in the fire element, which gives a little pizzazz.
Okay.
And fresh flowers. Yeah.
Always a little bit of fresh flowers, right? That just adds so much.
Don't let them die. Yep.
And you know what? Not just like this is an inspiring corner to sit and read and do that, because it just feels clean.
Yeah, it's you will when you start doing this around your home, you are going to feel it lighter.
I feel to me it's just like it makes perfect sense. Just clean it up. Number one, organize it.
Seriously,
clean
that's
it up.
80% of it, right
and then put things in it that you're going to look at, that you're going to enjoy, and that are going to inspire you.
Put a little thought.
Yeah.
Be intentional about it.
And brighten up your life a little bit. Have a little bit of light while you're in that area.
Yes.
Nice stuff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.